everyone, welcome back. I'm Jen, and we are going to do a whip and chat today. And I am moving along on this, but before we get into the whip and chat and tell you what's been going on around here, I need to. I got some subscriber mail just from one person. Now I'm going to tell you, I don't get a whole lot of subscriber mail, which is fine. It's no big deal. I'm not one of these ones that really, gets upset about it, that I don't. But when I do, I'm really excited. And because I don't get enough, I don't make a separate video. And so I usually just do this when I'm doing my whip and chat. So we are going to get right into this. This is from a subscriber, Diane Rementer, and she messaged me a couple weeks ago and asked me, we were chatting on Messenger, and she was like, I have some stuff, if you want it, would you accept it? And I was like, sure, what the heck, why not? And she knows I like patty wax, so she sent me 2 things of patty wax. Now again, like I said, I am not well versed in patty wax. I use it, but again, I don't know if this is the super sticky or just the regular unscented patty wax, but she sent me this one. I haven't used it yet. I just literally am just now opening it, but she sent me this in the little tin. Then she sent this one, and if you guys can see it, I don't know what the name of it is or the scent, but it is it smells really good. It smells like flowers, and it's a really pretty color. So she sent that one also. Then she sent a tray. Now, before I could even get a chance to even decide if I wanted to use the tray or not, my Miranda, my daughter, said I want it because black is one of her favorite colors. So she's going to take this tray when I'm done the video, and it has a stopper in it, which is really cool. Diane, I don't know where you got this one from, but yeah, I like this. I need to get one in a different color. So let me know where you got the tray from, and I will gladly look on their Etsy shop. Now the next thing I got was Wee Wax. Now, gonna explain this. I was using this the other day. I wanted to try it out, see how it worked and so forth. And I went on Anxiety Art's channel and was watching how she loads it onto her pen, and I tried it. Now I don't know if I did a boo-boo. My tip got stuck. Now I don't know if it was because mine is the plastic tip and hers was the metal tip. I'm not sure, but as you guys can see where I kind of had a hard time there. And I don't know if it can be done if you can load it with, like you do patty wax in your pen. I really don't want this to go to waste. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. So if anybody has any other ideas on how to load the pen instead of the way, let me know, because I want to use it. I don't want it to go to waste. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you, Diane. I really appreciate it. And that's what I got, guys. I also got the pretty placers, and I don't know what I did with them. But she sent me 2 pretty placers, and I don't know what I did with them. My daughter might have taken them. There were 2 different scents. One was Zanzibar something, and the other one was olive branch. So she she said to try it with round drills. So my daughter is doing diamond painting with round drills. So I'm going to let her try it and see what happens. Okay, let's get started. Pull out whatever you're working on. I am working on Scorpio from Diamond Art Club. I am on the 4th row, and I'm moving along faster than what I was on this. I don't know why. I guess I've just, said, you know what? I don't know. So we're going to just start. So pull out whatever you're working on, crafting wise, and let's talk about what's been going on here. Okay. First off, does anybody want to come and take our heat? We've had a really bad heat wave. I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. For 2 weeks, it has been deathly hot. Not deathly. I just gonna say it's been really, really hot. I haven't gone anywhere because it's crazy outside. I've gone out to the mailbox a couple of times, and I thought I was just gonna just pass out from the heat because it was that hot. My air is constantly, it's been running since we got up this morning, and I have not, I'm not freezing my butt off, which is the good thing, but it's just cold, and which I don't care, but when it gets hot like that outside, like it is now, it's it runs almost all day, and then at night it kind of just stops because it's not that hot outside at night. But it's driven me completely, totally crazy. This heat is just, I really think Mother Nature needs to, I guess, go, I don't know. Mother Nature's having her moments here. So it's just been it's been one of those, miserable days, weeks, and I mean, it's been a couple of weeks, and so we're just kind of just staying in and staying, out of the heat. Now, I did take little dude out a couple of days ago because he was starting to kind of get on my nerves. And of course, we ended up coming right back inside because it was awful. And this morning, I was smart. He earned something from me, and I took him to Royal Farms to get a treat. So he got out this morning, so it wasn't so bad, but he's ready. And I think part of it too is he's ready to go back to school, which he's kind of not wanting to because he knows he's not going to be able to do virtual learning this year. He has to go to school, and he's not, at first he wasn't happy about it, and I told him, I said, well, it's getting to the point now, everything's going to start going back to what we used to call normal before the pandemic. And I said, you're going to have to, grin and bear it. And so, of course, he could hit the whole, they wanted us, we had to apply in a Google document for him to stay home and do virtual learning. And, well, I'm not sure why they turned him down. And it is what it is. But, I told him, I said, I will try to get up with the people that make the decision. And, we'll see what happens. And I said, but you need to be prepared that it may not happen, and you may have to learn, you may just have to deal with it and go. And, at first he was upset, but now he's kind of like, he's accepted it, because this morning while we were, going to go get his treat, he looks at me and he says, "So I guess I'll be riding the bus." And I said, "Yes." And he says, "Well, where am I going to, get on the bus?" Now, we have our complex is like here. This is our complex, like in this little section where my diamond painting is. And the school where they'll pick him up is like right here where my tray is. So it's not that far away. And I told him, I said, I showed him where, and I said, I'll come down here with you the first, week or so, and, that way to make sure you get on okay, and so forth. And then after that, I won't come all the way to the bus stop. I'll, watch from the security guard's office, which is right at the entrance. So that way I can, make sure you get on okay and there's not any issues and so forth. And he's like, okay. And I'm dreading it in a way also, because it's time we gotta buy school supplies. Yeah, didn't have to worry about all that when he was home because I had the stuff here. But now, and of course, I don't know what he's gonna need. So it's gonna be fun dealing with that. And we're going to have to do that. I've got to get him some what you call it, top, shirts and stuff. He needs new underwear. This boy's growing like you wouldn't believe. He's got jeans that he got for Christmas, and so he's got to get those. Got to get him socks. Got to get him underwear, and the school supplies. So hopefully, and the good thing about it is he doesn't need his uniform this year. He can wear regular clothes, but I have to watch what kind of shirts I buy him, because there are certain shirts that aren't allowed. He's allowed to wear regular t-shirts, but he can't. There are some logos that he's not allowed to have. And so we have to kind of, be careful what, he wears. And not only that, he's going to have gym clothes and all that good junk. So it's a whole new ball game for him. And I think that's another reason why he's kind of, nervous, because it's middle school and he's a little nervous, and which I can understand because I was too. So we'll see. I'm gonna, I told him, I said, we'll go to the open house and so forth. But the school supply thing, they haven't sent out a list yet, which I don't think they will. It's probably not even time to send those out yet. But I want to make sure I get it all, because, he's got paper here. We don't need to worry about paper. We got paper, notebook paper out the wazoo. So, it's just, there's other stuff that I know he's going to have. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. So we'll see. It's, like I said, he's ready, but, and he's accepted it, but he's not looking forward to it at all. He's kind of hoping that, things change, especially with this Delta variants out there, and that it goes back to virtual. But, again, I don't know what's going to happen. I told him, I said, anything can happen between now and September. So he's just kind of, resigned to the fact that, yeah, he's going to end up going, whether he likes it or not. Okay, so we'll see. So, now I forgot what I was going to say. This is bad. Uh, Goodness. Yeah. My mom, I've got it all written down. It's over here in front of me, and I still forgot what I was going to say. Oh, let me tell you, this past week has been, okay. We haven't done a whole lot. I finally am over the stomach bug, thank God, because that was just not a fun thing. We I feel a whole lot better than what I did. Let me tell you, it was not a fun experience, and I wasn't even like sick. It was just, of course, I really am glad that I wasn't sick, but yeah, I wasn't. And so now we've just been kind of, chilling out this week. Didn't do a whole lot. I did finally organize my round drills that I have, the spare ones. They're in their own little thing, and I am trying to I'm getting ready to organize the square ones, and I need to go on Amazon and find the bags that have the white strip on the front where you can write the number, so that I can get those organized. I don't have another photo box, but I found something. Diamonds and Washi was doing a kitting down the other night, a couple weeks, I can't even remember now. She was doing it as a regular whip and chat or something, and I found she was using the container that she had linked it, so I went onto Joann's and found it. Unfortunately, they ran out, so I'm gonna keep an eye out because I really like that. But until then, I'm going to use. When I was a creative memories consultant, they sent this big like square box, and I don't really use it anymore. So I'm going to, just for now, make some space in it for my square drills, and then and organize it, and then I will once I get the new container, then I will you know transfer everything to that. But yeah, so I got that started. That was fun, let me tell you. Just doing the round drills was fun. It took me forever, and my God. But we got that organized, and I I did that Wednesday because I needed to get a Sharpie. All my Sharpies have either dried out or I misplaced them or something. I had to go get a black Sharpie because that's what I write on the thing with, and so I had to go get one of those. And yeah, now what was I gonna say? Holy crap. I'm telling you people, I have forgotten what I was gonna say. Yeah. So, anyway, don't even remember what I was going to say now. Um, but, so this weekend we just kind of, I got on a Zoom with a couple, other, stitchers that, um, are subscribed to me, and I had, kind of taught them how to cross stitch. And so they invited me to a Zoom. So I sat there and, watched them, or, chatted with them. And I really, I really wasn't into, the whole lot of the conversation. I was just kind of in my own little world. So, you guys, if you're watching, I'm sorry. It I think part of it was my arthritis was driving me crazy. Excuse me. If it rains or whatever, I start hurting. My knees hurt, my legs hurt, and I wasn't in the greatest. I wasn't feeling the greatest to begin with, and so, I was just kind of in and out of the conversation. And then the funny part, oh my gosh, y'all are going to laugh at this. I went to bed and decided, woke up in the middle of the night because my messenger went off. And usually I don't ignore it, but I was kind of already half asleep and half awake because I was trying to I was laying there trying to go back to sleep. And anyway, it went off. And it kept going off. I was like, what in the world? And, like I said, it doesn't usually bother me. Because usually when I go to sleep, I don't hear nothing. And so somebody, don't know who these people are, and no, it wasn't anybody I know. So don't know who they are. But anyway, they added me to this chat. Number one, they didn't speak English in the chat, so I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't know what it was, and they weren't. So even if, it was, cross stitch or whatever, I couldn't tell you what it was because I have no idea. So I trying to get comfortable, guys. Sorry. So I went to go leave the group chat that had randomly added me. And somewhere, I don't know how I did it, but I deleted myself because I'm in a couple of group chats on the on Messenger for a couple of different crafts and stuff that I do. And well, I got out of the Zoom chat that they have for, to let me know when, somebody's going to go and do a Zoom. So I was mad at myself. And I didn't realize I did it until the next morning because I wasn't getting the messages. And I thought, wait a minute, why am I not getting anything from, this group chat? I had somehow along the line deleted or left that group when I was trying to leave this group that I had no clue who these people were. So I'm like, are you like really, really kidding me right now? So I messaged, one of the people that was in it, and I said, look, I did this last night in the middle of the night. I didn't realize I did it till this morning. Can somebody add me back in? And so one of the other girls messaged me and she's like, "Did you not want to be a part of this anymore?" And I said, "No." I said, "It's not that." I said, "I was in a lot of pain last night, and somehow, in between, being awake and so forth and so on, anyway, I deleted myself." And she's like, "Oh." I said, "It wasn't intentional." I said, "Somebody added me to a random Zoom or a random group chat that I did not know who they were, didn't understand a word they were saying, and I eventually did get out of that chat. I left the group, and I said, but I wasn't trying to leave this one." So she added me back in. But yeah, it was funny. And of course, then at 3 o'clock in the morning, I was up and couldn't go back to bed. So yesterday, I'm just wide awake at 3 o'clock in the morning and didn't go back to bed at all until, oh my gosh, I ended up getting sleepy around 7:30, 8 o'clock yesterday morning, and went back to bed and woke back up. And it sucks when you get old because, yeah, it's not fun getting up at that time of the night, because it's just not. I don't know why, but I couldn't go back to sleep. And I got up thinking, okay, I'll go out here and I'll, smoke a cigarette and try to, read and see what happens. No. I smoked part of a cigarette and then, yeah. I was like, okay, this isn't working. This isn't going to happen. I'm just not, no, I'm just not having the greatest night. So I ended up just staying awake. And at least I know I'm not the only one, because I posted on Facebook yesterday, complaining about it. And I had a couple of friends that I went to high school with that answered me back, and they were like, "Yeah, this sucks when you get old because this happens." And I'm like, "Yeah, you'd think." I said, "Because it's really, really annoying." And so we were all, joking and kidding, carrying on, and making fun of ourselves because, we're getting old, and this stuff, it happens. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal was. I wasn't, really entirely sure, because it was crazy. And I was like, no, we're not having this problem. No. So, yeah. So, last night I was okay. I went to bed and slept all night long. Don't ask me what. My body is weird. I don't know. Who knows? My body's strange when it comes. Yeah. And of course, I'm a little special too. So, yes, I admit that. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I was making fun of myself. So let's see what else. Did get some stitching done. Now I had planned to do that yesterday, but because of the fact that I was not, I was feeling the pain in my legs yesterday. My intent was to sit down with a heating pad or an ice pack and just, cross stitch. I didn't get to do that. Truthfully, I could not even stand. Well, yeah, I couldn't even bend over a whole lot yesterday, and I was like, oh, this isn't funny anymore. So, I just sat and watched a whole bunch of movies yesterday. And let me tell you something. I got on Netflix. I hadn't been on Netflix in a while. I got on Netflix yesterday. And I was just looking at, the different movies that were on. And I came across one. And I thought, okay, do I really want to watch this? It has Louis Mandylor in it. And I thought, okay, well, he's a pretty good actor, and usually whatever he's in, it's, a pretty good movie, TV show, whatever. And, so I was watching, and I was like, okay, it's called Battle Drone, okay? That's what it's called. It's on Netflix. And I was just like, what? The whole gist of the movie is he's ex-military. He's been labeled a traitor to the United States, and he doesn't live in the States anymore. He lives in Canada, and he's a mercenary. And so I'm, watching the beginning of it, and I'm thinking, okay, it started off pretty cool. So I'm, watching this, and I'm like, okay. So now it gets to the point where he's been asked by this arms dealer, illegal arms dealer, to go to Russia to get a shipment, because I guess where the shipment is, they can't get into it, or can't get in there because of the simple fact, I'm not sure why, but anyway. So I'm like, okay, this is already sounding, kind of weird, kind of, do I really want to go there? Now, I'm going to tell you, I was like, okay, well, like I said, it started off pretty good. Well, the only thing about the whole movie was it just takes place in this building. That's the only place it takes place. It doesn't go anywhere else. It just takes place in this building in Chernobyl. Russia. Chernobyl, excuse me. And that's where it all takes place, in this one building. Now, and that's where they're where, supposedly the weapons are. But of course it's not, and they end up dealing with this drone. He looks like a big freaking robot. He's got a sword for one hand and a gun for the other. And it's just not one. There's more than one. So I'm like, okay, do I really want to watch this, ridiculous, stupid movie? Because, I was into the movie at the beginning because I thought, okay, this is cool, so forth. Now, it's okay, but the fact that it just takes place in just this one place in this building, and they really don't do anything except run around the building trying to avoid the drone. Okay, maybe, I don't know. So I watched it, and so then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to get ready and sit down and try to cross stitch and, go through and see what else there is. Then I found it's called Cosmic Sin. Okay. So now when I first saw the title, I thought, okay, what exactly is this about? Because, from the title, it could be, I don't know. So I started watching it because, number one, it had Bruce Willis in it, and any movie that Bruce Willis is in is pretty, decent, even the independent ones. Okay. Yeah. It was okay. It was weird, but it was okay. And I'm like, what? Okay. What it's about, okay, is he is retired from the military. I'm trying to pick out my next symbol, guys. And the general recalls him, and the general is Frank Grillo from Captain America Winter Soldier. He played the bad guy. So I thought, okay, cool. Anything that those two are in is pretty good. So what it's about is Earth makes first contact with this species, and something happens, and the people from the ship that make the first contact are basically overtaken, and these aliens inhabit their body. And I'm like, okay. Because right off the bat, it was weird to start off with. And I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. Well, the way that they inhabit the body, they have this big, like, vat of black goo, basically. It's what it looks like. I don't know how else to describe it. And the aliens take their, hand, whatever you want to call it, and they dip their hand and then into the goop, and then they put it down their face. And that's how the alien inhabits the human body. Okay? Yeah, that's what I said. I thought, okay. Now, like I said, I like supernatural, I like, science fiction movies and stuff like that. But this one was off the chain, because I was like, what in the world? And, it came to a point, Miranda comes out to me. She's like, what are you watching? And, of course, she saw who was in it. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I said. And okay. And it was just weird. So basically what Earth is trying to do is they're trying to establish relations with this species, and come to find out these aliens want to go to war against us. If this now, I'm sorry if it doesn't make sense. I'm trying to explain it the way that I'm. It's hard to explain. So basically, what happens is we end up going to war, and it's just weird. I don't know how else to explain it. It's just strange. And I had my cross stitch, I had myself all situated, ready to sit down and watch, ready to sit down and cross stitch and watch this movie. I'm not saying that, it was good that I couldn't stop, that I had to, it was, it left me kind of speechless, because I didn't know how to react to what I was watching, because it was just like, okay. And yeah, it was just that strange. And I thought, okay, yeah. So those two movies were just weird, let me tell you. So yeah, So I was like, all right, you know what? So now I've been trying to find other things to watch. Today, my plan was to sit down, and after I recorded this, because of course I've been trying to record all freaking day, and between the phone and um, just other stuff, I haven't been able to. I've recorded, and then oh yeah, we have a problem. So yeah, so I'm finally able to sit down now before I fix dinner, because to do this, and then I'm gonna relax for the rest of the night and try to do some stitching. And I'm trying to find some other stuff to watch. I've been watching Silent Witness on Amazon Prime, and I really like the show. But there was another one that I wanted to watch, and I can't remember what it was. I've been trying to find, shows that have more than one season, because a lot of the ones that I've been picking, like the British shows, some of them only have one season. Now, Midsummer Murders, I liked, but I kind of got tired of watching it, and I'm just trying to find other ones to watch, because yeah. Uh so like I said, this week hasn't been really the most eventful week at all. It's not. Justin's Xbox was the only really big event that really happened. It finally died, and it finally gave out. And they've been sharing, the boys have been sharing Sky's Xbox, which that's been an experience, because let me tell you, they the first day was kind of back and forth, kind of little spats, and I finally nipped that in the bud. I told them, I said, look, Justin was the one that was causing, was having a little problem, because little dude wanted to play. I let Justin play on it for a while, and I told Justin, I said, you need to make sure you give it back when you're done. So he did, and of course, between that time and little dude getting it back, he changed his mind on wanting to play a game. He wanted to watch YouTube. Well, Justin kind of got upset about it. And I told Justin, I said, well, number one, you need to realize that's his Xbox. And if he wants to watch YouTube, that's his right. And I said, you're going to have to just, be patient and accept it and deal with it. And, he was like, well, okay, whatever. And I finally, nipped it in the bud. And of course, then Justin got bored yesterday. Let me tell you, 20-year-old getting bored. And he's been also applying online for trying to find, a place to do game testing, which I didn't know that was still allowed and people still did that. But he's been looking, and he found a couple, but they weren't legit. So he's trying to find a couple, because he told me, he says, I want to do something I know how to do. And I thought, okay. And so he's really, really he's been doing that. And we were planning to get his ID, but okay, he needs a bill with his name on it. And he looked at me, he says, I don't have a bill with my name on it. So I've got to go onto the DMV site and look, because I don't know if, even if he was in school, he would need that. I don't really know. I don't know what they want in place of a bill. Um, you know, we're gonna have to figure that out because you know he wants his ID, which I can't say I blame him. And then you know he'll be set. But he really wants to do the game testing thing, so we are, you know, looking into that. Actually, he is. He's got a computer, and he's been looking. So hopefully, he can find something. I'm kind of, you know, I'm rooting for him because, you know, he's like, Mom, this is something I want to do. He said, even if it's on, you know, the computer, you know, doing computer, you know, testing computer games. So, you know, we're always, he's always looking. So he, he's kind of, he's just doing whichever he can find. So we'll see. And I told him, I said, well, when you get bored, and yesterday he came out and told me he was bored. And I said, well, go read. I don't want to read. Okay. And I'm trying to get, you know, I've been trying to get the kids to read, especially Miranda, because she likes to read. She likes to read fan fiction. Yes, so do I, but I like to read regular books too. And so I, um, was, I told her, you know, you can even listen to a book. And she didn't want to hear that. So, yeah. Speaking of that, I finished Third Degree from James Patterson. And that was really, really good. Oh my gosh. I was like, holy crap. It, it, it was good, but I just didn't, I don't know. It was one of those things. You know, I don't know. But it was a good book. Now I'm getting ready to start 4th of July from James Patterson. It's in the Women's Murder Club series. So I haven't started it yet. I have it set to start. And so once I decide what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit down and, you know, probably listen to that. And when I don't like an episode of whatever I'm binging, I know I'm weird when it comes to that. So sorry. Oh, let's see what else. That's really it, guys. Thought I had more to share than that. Oh, yes, I did. I am retaking my state licensing test that I told you guys that I was going to retake. I am retaking it. I don't know if I've told you this at the beginning. I have no clue. And if I did, I'm repeating myself. I'm very, very sorry. So I'm scheduled to take that next week. So, you know, just keep me in your thoughts and keep your fingers crossed. I don't think I will have an issue this time. I don't think I will, you know, have a problem in passing. But my main issue is having to go through the process to get into the room virtually to test and do the test because it's a pain in the butt. And it's just very, very annoying, and it's crazy what they want you to do. And so I've got to get everything cleared out of the room that I'm going to be in, and so that I can take the test. And I will take it, and then I will let y'all know. we're just going to keep our fingers crossed. I don't want to have to take it again because it's so annoying. That is the most annoying part of the whole thing is, you know, taking it again, and I just don't want to take it again. It's annoying. So, that's all I got, guys. I hope everyone has a great week. I hope everyone has a great night, and I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching.